Well, good evening, good people. Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. It is late Saturday night, and I hope everybody's had a great week. And we've got a little bit of news. I'm still trying to capture all the stuff that's going on. There's been a rumor being spread about me and the crew about something we did or were supposed to do. You might not have heard it, or maybe you had. When I first heard it, all I did was laugh. I used to get angry and all uptight, but you can say what you want to spell my name right. So there's a rumor about Stephon Gilmore back to the Cowboys, and we want to talk about this, as well as Paris Campbell being signed by the Cowboys. Is that really the best free agent move that they could make at this point as far as wide receiver goes? I'll come back to that. So what happened is Wanye Thomas basically said he wanted Stephon Gilmore to come back. Let me read this. Dallas Cowboys safety Wanye Thomas let his feelings be known that he wants Stephon Gilmore to return to the Cowboys as a free agent. Okay, now you might remember that last year I was one of those people that said, please bring back Stephon Gilmore, because I said, knowing what we've gone through with guys with injuries and knowing that Diggs was going to be coming back from an ACL, that would be like an insurance policy to make sure we're covered. And, you know, lo and behold, Diggs actually started the season, but then we had Deron Plant as a problem. Either way, he would have been able to fill in nicely and really helped us out. But the Cowboys, cost saving, said $7 million to the Vikings was too much. So back to Wanye Thomas. Thomas took social media and posted a gift of Forrest Gump waving to the shore as if he was waving to Gilmore to get his attention. It appears as though Thomas is looking for Gilmore to play for the Cowboys once again. Gilmore left the team after the 23 season for a one-year, $7 million deal with the Vikings. The Cowboys are particularly thin at cornerback position on short experience. Gilmore, 34, wanted to return to the Cowboys last season, but did not receive an offer to come back. Another one of those mistakes, like Dante Fowler. I believe I said both of those things. For sure, I want to come back, go more toward the fan. I for sure think we have the pieces to get where we want to be, and I want to be part of that. March is when free agency starts, so hopefully we can get something done. I want to run it back with Brandon Cooks and all those guys, have the opportunity to play with Blaine another year, and Trayvon coming off the ACL. That's what he said last year. Of course, us Cowboy fans want to get back the 34-year-old Stephon Gilmore. Another fan said, time for him to come back to Dallas. Should have never let Gilly rock out the door. The 13 vet has played for various teams and spent 1 year with the Cowboys. Yeah, that was another one of those mistakes that he's still not, I mean, he's going to be going downhill. Let's be clear here. But he ended up the season uninjured and in pretty good shape. And right now we're really, really thin. But here's where I kind of question a little bit. You know, the Cowboys are trying to be selectively aggressive. That's the term we hear. And so Paris Campbell, the Cowboys signed to a one-year deal. There is definitely a lot more experience out there than Paris Campbell. Keenan Allen, which has been kind of a fan favorite for the Cowboys to sign. I know he's not the same guy that he used to be, but still, I think he's better than Paris Campbell. Amari Cooper. Some people say, excuse me, Amari Cooper may not be quite the guy that he used to, but I think he's probably better than Paris Campbell. Stephon Diggs. Now, you've got the dynamic of him, of course, being the brother of Trayvon, and maybe he would like to wheel and deal to be able to be on the same team as his brother before his career is over. Tyler Lockett. Pop it, don't lock it. And Brandon Cooks. I think you're better off re-signing Brandon Cooks than Paris Campbell. Not to, you know, I tried not to do this with Jonathan Mingo, whom we traded a fourth-round pick for. But I got to say, Paris Campbell, now for Paris, he didn't get too many opportunities because the Eagles were a loaded team. So maybe you can understand that he only got 6 receptions for 30 yards and a TD. But then you think the Giants didn't have a great quarterback with Daniel Jones, but you would think that there's a lack of receivers. He gets 20 receptions for 104 yards. You understand that the last 2 years he's averaged 5.2 and 5 yards per reception. With the Colts, this was his big year 3 years ago. 63 receptions, 623 yards. I mean, why not just sign Michael Gallup? He's at least another year removed from the injury. Seriously. And then the rest of the years before that, he had 10 catches, 6 catches, 18 catches. I'm talking about a guy that's got 1,100 yards. And you're going to say that that's the best that that you could do? I want to look up real quick here. Jonathan Mingo stats. I mean, basically, hell, he did better than Jonathan Mingo did better with Cooper Rush throwing to him last year. Hell, 17 receptions for 167 yards, 9.8 yard average. I mean, what are we doing here with wide receivers? Do we literally think that wide receivers just don't matter? Are we looking at this and saying that our wide receiver room got better with Jonathan Mingo and Paris Campbell? Any one of those guys that I just mentioned are going to be definitely better than Jonathan Mingo and Paris Campbell. I get it. We're cheap, but damn. We got to do a little bit better than this. I get it. You're trying to make the money last. And let's double check and see where we are on the cap because, we're spending so much money. We're at $41 million, $41.7 million. Are we saying that we're a better team right now? I don't know, man. I don't know. At least they're going to be here to work and practice. The next question is backup quarterback. Are we bringing in a backup? Cooper Rush? Trey Lance? Doesn't seem like they've got a team yet. Still looking for Calais Campbell. Come on now, Cowboys. If you're bringing in Paris Campbell, you better damn sight be bringing in Calais Campbell. All righty, good people. I will catch you guys later. Don't forget, tomorrow we will be back. Actually, our first live stream since last Sunday with our Sunday members call-in live stream. Hopefully, I'll see you guys all there. At some point, you kind of feel like, I got to get out of here.
It's sad anymore. I gotta get out of here. I gotta get out of here. Down, get a hold of yourself.
Just please let me handle this.
I gotta get
Calm down now. Get back to your seat. I'll take care of this. Calm down. Get a hold of yourself.
Oh, do you want another phone? Everything's been all right.
Sister, tell you how to handle this.